Why? I spent my whole life trying to get away from these people.
They murdered my brother.
Right. That's exactly
And
why
then
we
they
were
had
stay
the nerve
away.
to show up at the memorial service and hug you and shake my hand. Jason shook my hand with the same hand he used to beat your father's brains out. And I had to stand there and fucking nod my head and say, thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. When I knew and you knew what they'd done to him. So yeah, I'm gonna take their money.
I don't even know what I'm thinking. You won't even make it to prison. Jason's gonna kill you first.
You don't know, it's me.
He'll find out.
Then let him come, man. Let him fucking come. Let that motherfucker come and shake my hand! See what happens this time, motherfucker!
All right, another episode of Couch Crunch, going over episode 2 of Task. Welcome back, guys, for anybody who's been keeping up with the channel, following all our content. Really do appreciate all the love, support. Continue to keep, spreading support throughout the channels and, Spotify as well. Appreciate you guys. But yeah, let's get into this episode of Task, man. There was a lot to uncover in this episode, really, in my opinion. Robbie over there is making some rational decisions. You know what I mean? And even though he is even though he is kind of he's given advice not to make any sudden moves after, kind of taking Jason, who is the leader of the gang, the biker gang with the Dark Hearts. Yeah. The Dark Hearts, usually I guess like it's a small biker gang that's usually a problem, I guess, for I don't even know where exactly. They're somewhere out in PA, I think. They never even discussed like where at. I think they're somewhere out in PA.
I said
right now.
Lancaster.
Yeah, around there, right? Like
Yeah, because they kept mentioning Lancaster, and they're about to go to Kensington, like where the drugs are being disputed in some areas. And that
sounds like Philly.
early.
Yeah, no, there's definitely a lot, to uncover in this episode, though. I think the biggest thing that I kind of wanted to mention was that, it sucks for the niece, man. The niece is kind of, been kind of dragged down this rocky road of an experience, just because of Robbie making decisions for them. You know what I mean? And I think she just want to be able to have a normal life, and she just hasn't been able to, man. She sucks at cooking. She sucks at, I guess she hates her job, but, she is a normal teenage girl. Not teenage. She's 21 or 22, I believe, but young adult woman, that was kind of forced, kind of this kind of burden, lifestyle onto at such a young age. It's not even her kids. She's actually taking care of, his kids. But now she has an additional. Now she has to watch an additional kid because he actually just did what he did. So I feel for her, man. As I'm watching this series more than anybody. Her and Tommy's daughter too. And that was pretty crazy. To see the brother actually had popped up. To see the brother had popped up was more like, it. I think that I feel for that too. It's like, being the only supporter, and that's his sister. Like, your own father doesn't want you. But, again, it's because of the main fact is like he has some sort of psychological issue or something like that. I'm not really sure. They just said that, he pushed the mom down the stairs, and I guess he like broke her neck or something like that. It was a fatal fell. But we got a chance to see the mom in the episode. Actually, we took a step back and actually saw, like, when Tommy was actually, like, I guess, happy. He's not drinking. He's not eating sandwiches.
Right.
The
flashback. Yep. Into his life. What happened before.
He was much happier. He worked on this episode though, man. Like, I know we're like on here, we're always bashing Tommy and shit, but it's like, he actually did some work. He fell down the stairs, but
Yeah, he got shoved by a girl.
He got
Lady.
he got shoved by a girl, but because Lizzie, her stupid ass, didn't do anything. Man, I tell you right now, guys, on this episode, I'm going to give Lizzie the hell of a hard time, bro, because that girl should not be on this task force, man. I just don't. If I would have got back up, you're going back. You're like, he suffered a fucking concussion. You know what I mean? I don't even know if he remembered that part of her not helping him. But like, if you were my partner and you did nothing, if I couldn't remember, I'm fucking you up myself. Like, I don't even care, dude. Like,
Yeah. See, I forgot. We forgot to mention too. This is gonna be covering episode 2 and 3. So yeah.
oh yeah. You know, with the dark cards closing in on, their resources, well, they're actually going to help. I'll tell you right now, I liked it. My favorite character was the Hispanic guy, I think, or I don't know if he was Hispanic or black or whatever. He was racial. You know what I mean? He was racial colored, and I tell you
Right.
right now, he is the guy.
50%. Or I pull out my cock and I piss all over your ugly bearded faces.
You know what I'm saying? I'm going to say he's the guy because he runs the motherfucking block. You know what I'm saying? He goes, listen, man, I don't like biker gangs. I just tell you right now, it's either 50% or I piss on yourself. I piss on you. You know what I'm saying? He runs the block.
Oh
He's
yeah,
that
because
guy, man.
he got pissed on himself by like a biker gang in the past, and he said he got fucked over. So now he looks at them like,
I
some martyrs.
I gave him so much praise for doing that shit. It's not even about a racial thing. It's more like he's standing his ground, bro. Like he said, listen, I'm not playing that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? He's like, yo, listen, y'all, you want to do shit on my turf because this is my city. He's pretty much the big dog. You know what I'm saying? He has
Yeah,
to be bigger than the dark cards. The dark cards are just kind of like a local kind of gang that's just like the small town is like kind of like a fearful of. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah. They like run like the in and outs of like certain drug deals. It seems
Yeah,
like.
that guy is mostly he's like on the bigger kind of scale with like the drug operation. You know what I'm saying? But they had to
Okay.
go to him. They had to go to him because they're trying to figure out if they're gonna be which is this is what I said about Robbie's plan to begin with. I was gonna say like it wouldn't make sense. And again, guys, we're just kind of giving our inputs on this episode. Um, it wouldn't make sense to kind of move any kind of direction. I know Robbie's like so hesitant in this episode to try to hurry up and move the money onto this shit, bro. Like he's just trying to hurry up and get the money. And it's like, bro, but you gotta think, you got every cop in the tri-state area, basically, FBI is fucking
Yeah.
down your throat, right? And you got two massive gangs looking for you. So it's like, well, I don't know so much as the Hispanic guy because I don't think he gives a fuck. But that's why they came to him and told him they was like, yo, listen, if you don't care, you will care because apparently there will be somebody making muscling on your kind of like operation and shit, and that's bad for
Yeah.
business,
Yeah,
right?
they started
So
giving him a heads up about because they was like warning him there's like people with a Halloween mask breaking in, stealing drug dealers stuff. They
yeah,
was kind of giving him a heads up.
which I think a lot of us was like kind of predicting it was happening anyways because um a lot of people were just thinking like what the fuck, how were they knowing to go to these specific locations to retrieve the people? Like I don't even think it was more like the money. They were just taking out specific people. Um
Yeah,
uh,
yeah, it seemed like it. It was like because
right.
we learned in this episode too that they was like associated with the biker gang at some point because his niece, Robbie's niece, filmed like old photos of him with like the biker jackets and stuff like that.
Yeah, I had no idea. So it's like, but I guess before Jason's time, or maybe during, we don't really know. But Robbie and his brother was already a part of the gangs. So it
Right.
was just like insane that we kind of got that information in this episode. And I think the biggest thing that took away from it was we had no idea that Jason had killed his brother. So I think that's why this whole thing was already strategized and planned. It was all about revenge. Like that's what it was all about from the beginning. Like it's all about revenge. Like I don't even think Tommy wants the money for sure, but he wants to see Jason suffer. You know what I mean? And it's like, right, but then you think about it, then you got the kid involved, and that kind of fucked everything up, though.
Oh yeah,
You know what I
now
mean?
they're
Like
gonna even more of a reason to come after Robbie and just
because
kill his
Cliff's
whole
over there,
family.
like if Cliff wanted to beat the fucking girl. He goes,
Hell
you
yeah.
never said it was fentanyl. Well, she didn't know about the package, the drop off. Like she knew that there was supposed to be a drop off, but it was more like they didn't know it was going to be like an exchange like that.
Right.
Yeah, they were looking for money. They weren't looking for drugs to sell. But
Yeah.
Cliff was like, none of this shit was part of the plan. Like he didn't want to kill anybody. He didn't want to get he didn't want to get the kid involved. And look what happened, bro.
Right. Yeah.
So,
Now his house was getting raided like towards the end of episode 3, and
well, yeah, because he fucking trusted those fucking people, bro. You don't trust junkies, bro.
yeah, right.
You don't trust
Yeah,
junkies. Like,
yeah, because he hired like that lady and the other guy that got caught, and now they getting investigated by
yeah,
Tom and his crew.
yeah. You just don't trust them, bro. You just can't. I mean, you can if they're family. Well, you can't because they just end up stabbing you in the back somehow. But yeah, I mean, I had no idea what was going on with that, but it was pretty crazy. I just did the biggest thing one of the things that kind of annoyed me was again like the Liz part. I just don't care for her character. I don't know if a lot of people is on board with me with that, man, but I'm just gonna be completely honest and transparent. Like, I just don't care for her character. I just don't think like she's just a loser. Like,
Yeah, she's
like
really bitchy and
she's
annoying all the
bitchy,
time.
she's annoying, she's unprofessional. She just doesn't. I don't think she's ever been in this kind of field before. I literally forgot what I don't know if she wasn't the state cop. I think that was the guy. But he says it at the end that their roles before they came into this. And I'm not sure what she was, but whatever she was, she didn't do. I don't know what type of field she was in, but this is not her kind of thing. Like you can tell, like when she was running after the guy, like you couldn't even hop over the fence right. Like
Right.
it took your man to come out of nowhere and football tackled him. He fucked him up. Like I ain't gonna lie, he tackled the shit out of him. Like
Yeah, yeah. If it wasn't for him, then he would have got away.
he would have got away. Oh, he
Yeah.
probably would have killed her. I'm gonna be honest with you. He probably would have got it because he was reaching for the gun. But
Right.
you know what I'm saying? But I just don't care for her
Random.
character. I just don't think like she's just relevant, man. Like, who knows? She might actually be the best fucking character in the entire series in the next fucking few episodes. But right now, she sucks, man.
Yeah,
That's
I see. Let's see the same for Tom as a runner-up.
yeah.
I mean, it's good.
But nah, yeah, that I think that's the biggest thing from it, man. I mean, outside of that, I think what was damn, what did you think about this episode, bro?
Oh yeah, this episode it definitely revealed that yeah, the whole organization behind the biker gang, it's like what they're trying to do. I have a feeling like this coming episode, it seems like they're leaning towards that they're gonna try to hone in on Robbie. Like they're gonna probably try to close in on who Cliff and Robbie, where their location is. It seems like they're trying to. It's like at the same time as the CIA is trying to close in on Robbie and Cliff. Also, the biker gang is doing the same on their end. So it's like they're gonna cross paths. It seems like, and then maybe like the next coming episodes. I feel
Yeah,
like
but
it's going into that.
they're already closing in. They're already closing in on Robbie though, and that's the thing. Like they already have Cliff's name, um, so it's a matter of time, and it's really clenching my butt cheeks here that I'm just like I really don't want Robbie to get caught as of right now because it's only episode 4. So it's like,
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to get caught because I think that's why he's heading over there to scope out the area first before that, I guess they do the exchange. But something has to be able to click in his brain and say, listen, I don't think this is the guy. Something has to kind of allude to that. You know what I mean? Kind of give him that notification because it's like we don't want. I just don't want him to get caught right now. Like if he gets caught
Right.
eventually, he gets caught eventually. Like I guess I'll be fine with that towards like the last the last episode of the season. But like right now, it's just like you can catch Cliff. I don't care, man. Cliff's one of those like he's gonna fold once they catch his ass. Like you know what I mean? Now I don't think he's gonna fold, but I think he's gonna get caught eventually, or he's either gonna get caught or killed. Like you can kind of sense that. It's just really just gonna be Robbie, man.
Oh yeah. I mean, his niece is. I can
And
see
then
his niece probably turning him in or something eventually or something.
I don't think so. I mean, she keeps trying to persuade him. To do the right thing here. But I don't. Robbie's already kind of made up his mind, man. He's more like, I'm at that point where it's just like. I'm sick of this life. I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm not trying to clean up people's trash or anything like that anymore. He wants money. He wants to be able to live comfortably, I guess you would say. Well, Robbie, there's a limit, bro. Like, you talking about living comfortably or living luxurious. And there's a difference, my friend. You're trying to live like a fucking, like a millionaire and shit. Like, that's how much money you're going to fucking make off of that fentanyl. And it's just like,
This is a
he's
little waste.
He's already talking about moving to Canada and all that shit. And I was just like, listen, bro, we not even out the woods yet, bro. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, he got like 3 bodies under his belt, and he got a kidnapped kid. So
Yeah, you talking about going to Canada and shit. Like, I'm like, man, I don't know. See, if I was Cliff, I'll be giving him the best advice, bro. I'll be like, listen, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. We already fucked up already. We already in the shits. So right now, I'm gonna tell you right now, don't move any of these drugs, man. I think we should get the fuck out the country and then just go towards like I don't know, go do it in another location. Like it don't make sense to do it in the same location you just stole the shit from. Like, come on, bro. That's literally like a criminal returning back to the crime scene. Like it is like what the fuck.
right.
Like it doesn't make sense, bro. It doesn't make sense. So it's like now we understand like who was the leak for in the dark hearts, which was the girl
Right.
just loved Robbie's brother the whole time. So I guess this is all payback for it, and it's crazy. Like it's crazy, and I feel like she's gonna get caught. I'm not gonna lie, she's gonna get hers. I feel like the old guy's definitely gonna catch her. I don't know. I feel like something's gonna happen to her eventually, or Jason's probably gonna find out and probably kill her. Not gonna lie.
All right. You know what I just thought of? What if the chief of the CIA is the one that's in on it? That's
which one? The one that gave him the pictures?
Yeah, the one that gave Tom the reposition it back, hired him back into
I mean, that would be crazy just to kind of throw them off course because I don't know, maybe the dark cards probably have some high connections, like some high connections in high places. You know what I mean? Maybe.
Yeah, because I just thought of it like the first episode, because she was eventually going to quit, but then out of nowhere, she's like, I'm going to stay for a little bit more because she wants to really hone in on this drug deal thing going on. So
you're talking about the girl, the one that they're trying to get rid of.
Yeah, like the lady that hired Tom again.
Yeah. That'd be crazy if it was her, bro.
Yeah,
I'm not
that'd
gonna
be
lie.
a twist.
Maybe they are trying to throw off Tommy to be the leak, like to have a leak inside the task force. That would be crazy. I was saying, look, guys, again, not trying to be direct here. I'm just saying, like, it might be the black girl. I'm not just because she's black, but because honestly, I just think that who were to do, if it was an actual leak, if there is an actual person, I just don't think the other two is just like Lizzie's too much of an idiot. And the other one is I just don't see him being that guy. Like I just don't see it. Like I feel like he's trying to do the right thing. The other one is more like she's smart. she's playing the role so well, and that's what they do. Like if a leak's that good, they play the role so well. Like maybe most people probably like, I don't get that sense of that, but that's what they do. They throw people off, bro. Like come on, think about it.
Yeah, it could be. It's a
It could
possibility.
be like if there is like, look, like you said the chief of FBI, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I say it's that girl. I just don't know. Like, who else can it be? It's Tommy. I knew it was Tommy. I knew it was.
Time all along.
It was Tom. He fell down the stairs and he actually ended up being the other. It's his other personality. You know what I mean? The one that works.
Eating Wawa sandwiches and shit.
Yeah. Fucking yeah. He needs to forgive his son, man. Yeah. His son did time, man. Come on.
Yeah, he's we didn't mention it though because we didn't get to the episode 2, but he's been having problems with his daughters, and his daughter found out that she's not related to him and stuff like that. They
Yeah.
had like
That
a
was
big
episode 2,
argument.
right? That was in
Yeah,
2, right?
that's the last one. Yeah.
We should dive into that real quick. Yeah, so episode 2 was more like Robbie kind of, them taking over the house, taking over the drugs and shit, and they were actually going into the house to try to get the bag. And then, Peaches is a legend, you know what I mean? Absolute legend. He actually got shot in the process, and he was such a thug that, now listen, man, he's in a different place now.
Yeah.
Peaches wasn't really my favorite character. I just thought that he was an idiot, but he just got in there and he helped out. I mean, he dropped his gun in the bed and then he fucking got shot. I mean, you didn't think that he was gonna see your shadow right there when you're going up the stairs, bro? Come on, think.
Right.
You're supposed to wait for him you're supposed to wait for him down the hall. As soon as he poked his head out, then you shoot.
Yeah, they lost the gun and everything. And
They lost the gun. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, what the fuck, guys? You lost a needle in a haystack? Come on, man.
yeah, but it's like the biggest one of that is like Robbie and Cliff ended up kidnapping the kid, and
Kidnapping the kid. Yeah, that was unfortunate.
and the niece was like, she was trying to turn him into the police in a slick way, like at this kid.
Yeah, no, she
play
fucked
pit.
up, bro. She fucked up, bro. Like, how'd she do that, bro? Like, how
Kid ended up
like,
in the back seat.
I think I mentioned it off. Oh, yeah, I definitely said it off air, but I said like, damn, bro, you suck as a cook, you suck as a parent, and then you suck at doing the right thing too. Like, what are you good at, bro?
Right. I'm like, bro, you just keep fucking up. And then in this episode we're currently on, she still let him go, even though she found out that the kid was kidnapped and attached to the biker gang. And she even found out too, in the 3rd episode that they're part of the biker gang, like I said earlier. So I wonder how that's gonna turn on the next episode.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's starting to spike up. Like, and right now this series is actually looking on, again, this is what IMDb's bracket. It's like number 2 on the list, and it's skyrocketed from, I think it was like I think the rating has changed before. Like on episode 1, it was like a decent kind of, I think it was like in the 6 range, and then it just shot back up to like 7.2, 7.3 around there. So it didn't increase a lot, but it's like a lot of people are watching it. I definitely know people in real life that actually are watching this and they're actually enjoying the series as well. So yeah, no, it's a really good series. It's keeping this is actually one of HBO's really good ones I haven't had in a while. Like, that is a crime kind of drug operation kind of thing. I think outside of the Penguin, we haven't had one in a while, in my opinion. And to my knowledge, I could be wrong. Definitely, I feel like somebody in the comments going to be like, no, there's like 6 other shows that came out like 2 years ago. And it's like, okay, well, I'm talking about on a massive scale. I don't know what other series I'm talking about like has like FBI, this kind of style. The style, like, it's a typical style. Like, believe me, I there's always drugs and then FBI and then a gang, and there's always some of those kind of groups connected in some shows, and that's how I feel like that's like a genre now.
Yeah, especially on HBO. That's like their
exactly. That's what I'm saying. So it's like, to see this is pretty decent, and to see the guy who plays the Hulk happen to step some, plays into something more serious, a little more serious, I mean, he
Yeah.
still jokes around and he watches birds and eats sandwiches, but at least like he tries to be serious from time to time. So it's not like he's always cracking jokes on the, the Avengers and shit like that. So,
Right.
but
Although I would say his character is pretty much the same when he's a human.
but outside of that, no, hopefully we went over, as much as we can. I did
Yeah.
forget episode 2, guys. My bad. I felt like I should have rewind the whole thing, but no, I appreciate you guys. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you guys on the next episode.
Peace.